Americans love online shopping. But it's online shopping love Americans? In this day and age, we are concerned over our Amazonian empire. Darth Bezos recently pledged $10 billion to fight climate change with his Earth Bezos Fund initiative. But critics say that the billionaire should start making changes closer to home and reduce the amount of packaging used to send Amazon packages. Lord Bezos said that he would issue his grants into the summer. He recently said, "Climate change is the biggest threat to our planet. I want to work alongside others both to amplify known ways and to explore new ways of fighting the devastating impact of climate change on this planet that we all share." Although the Amazon tycoon's philanthropy is seen as a good deed, there are still many critics of it. The Amazon Climate for Justice recently stated, "The people of the earth need to know, when is Amazon going to stop helping oil and gas companies ravage Earth with still more oil and gas wells? When is Amazon going to stop funding climate-denying think tanks like the Competitive Enterprise Institute and Climate Delaying Policy?" So, there are many interesting ideas in order to fight climate change. Many people are looking for a solution in order to fight it and combat the problems coming from it. It is safe to say that we finally found a solution.
Hi, I'm Chris, and today we're talking about Jean-Michel Basquiat. Jean-Michel Basquiat was born on December 22nd, 1960 in Brooklyn, New York. He sold sweatshirts and postcards before his painting career took off. In his earlier works, Basquiat was known for using crown motifs in which he depicted black people as being majestic royalty and saints. 3 years of struggle gave way to Basquiat's success when he got his chance to shine when his artwork was displayed in a group show. Soon his paintings came to be adored by the loving public, as no one had problems paying at least $50,000 for a Basquiat original. His rise coincided with the new art form known as Neo-Expressionism, in which he ushered in a wave of new, young, and experimental artists such as Julian Schnabel and Susan Rothensberg. After rising to fame in the 1980s, Basquiat befriended many celebrities, including Andy Warhol, in which they made many collaborative works together. At only 27, his troubles with fame and drug addiction caused his tragic death due to a heroin overdose on August 12, 1988. The Whitney Museum of American Art held his retrospective from October 1992 to February 1993. In 2017, after having a set auction of about $57.3 million as the record, a Japanese billionaire surpassed it with the number of $110.5 million purchase of a painting at Sotheby's. This set a new record for the highest price paid on an American artist's work.
Hey Brookwood, if you aren't already aware, this year is a leap year. That's right, in February, this month, we will have February 29th, 2020. But what exactly is a leap year, how do they work, and what's the point? Let's start with the basics. A leap year occurs once every 4 years when an extra day is added to the month of February, taking the normal amount of days in the month from 28 to 29. However, it is a little more complicated than that. So where did it all begin? Let's go back to ancient Egypt, when a discrepancy in the calendar system was first noticed. Now, most people know that a common year is 365 days long. However, this is actually a rounded number, with the exact amount of time it takes for the Earth to rotate around the Sun being 365.242189 days. To make up for the 0.242189 days that are lost every 4 years, an extra day is added to the calendar, making the year go from 365 days to 366 days, in an attempt to make up for the 0.242189 days lost in the years prior. The concept of the leap year was first introduced by Julius Caesar when he developed the Julian calendar in 46 BCE. His idea was fairly simple. one leap day every 4 years. However, this led to an excessive amount of leap years, which caused the Julian calendar to become out of sync with the tropical year, which is the position of the Earth relative to the Sun. So, in 1528, Pope Gregory devised the Gregorian calendar. This system involves a leap year every 4 years, but years that are divisible by 100 do not have a leap day added to them unless they are also divisible by 400. So, for example, the year 1910, though divisible by 4, was not a leap year, but the year 2000, because it is also divisible by 400 as well as 100, did have a leap day included. And this is the system that we use today. However, it is still not perfect. Scientists estimate that the Gregorian calendar is off by 1 day every 3,236 years. So that brings us to where we are today, where scientists are still attempting to develop more accurate calendar systems to bring our dates closer to the dates of the tropical year. One example of that system was developed by 2 professors at Johns Hopkins University, in which there is no leap day, so every day is the same every year. For example, February 1st will always be a Monday. But to make up for the lost time, a leap week is added to the end of the year once every 5th or 6th year. And this leads to an extra 1 week long month that occurs once every decade. Another new system is called the Revised Julian calendar. In this calendar, there is still a leap year every 4 years. However, if a year is divisible by the number 100 and also when divided by the number 900 does not have a remainder of 200 or 600, that year is not a leap year. However, this involves a lot of complicated math, so it has not been popularly adopted yet. The last revised calendar system is the International Fixed Calendar, developed by George Eastman, the founder of the Kodak Company. This calendar includes 13 months, all exactly 28 days long, and every 4 years, 1 day is added to the end of the year to be used as a holiday, and it's called the leftover day, appropriately. While this system is nice because each month is the same amount of time and each month is exactly 4 weeks long, it also has the downside of every day being the same every year, much like the calendar devised by the Johns Hopkins professors. Personally, I think that this last system makes the most sense to me, but the system we have in place right now isn't all that bad either. So, thank you for joining us today, and happy leap year.
Okay, so it's kind of the middle of February, not really anymore, but I mean, same thing. So today I'm gonna just tell you some facts about the month of February. So the birthstone of February is the amethyst, and it looks like this, and it's really pretty. The birth flower of people who are born in February is the violet, and it looks like this, and it's also pretty, and hence why it has its name, violet. So in the southern hemisphere, August here is equivalent to their February. So together with January, February was actually the last month to be added to the Roman calendar. That's cool. In India, National Science Day is celebrated on the 28th of February. February has been deemed the unlucky month with 28 days. Okay, now that that's all over and all the facts are done, I have a question, and I want to know what you guys think. So, if leap year is every 4 years, which it is this year, does that mean that every 1,460 years, we're actually going 1,461 years because of leap year? Think about it.
Hi, I'm not doing well. How are you? Well, no one cares. Anyway, welcome back, unfortunate soul, to the 5th or 6th or something installment of Little Things in Life. I'm your host, Sam I Am, and getting awfully lonely. Anyway, this week we'll be talking about the only spiciest of irrelevant stories, like usual. You know, like the kind of stuff that really butters your fingers. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into the ocean, where it has recently been discovered that whale earwax can help determine their age. Nasty, right? Basically, you need to extract some earwax, then cut it in half and count the ring thingies inside, and then you can guesstimate the whale's age. Wow! And what's more, the circles also give clues about nutrition. The earwax composition clearly shows that human activities have a lasting impact on whales' health. But wait, there's more. With a little salt and vinegar, it also proves to be a fine delicacy. Do you particularly enjoy water? Then you'll probably be interested in frostquakes or cryoseisms if you want to get technical. These occur during ice-cold weather, when water underneath sheets of ice expand by 10% or so and cause the ice on top to snap, crackle, and pop. You know how when you freeze water in an ice tray and it gets so hard to pop out of the ice tray?
All right, everyone, I'm gonna try out my new ice cube tray. I cannot wait. Uh-oh.
The same concept, except it's under the ice and it produces a deathly and ear-splitting noise that no one enjoys. Have you ever heard of the Alakazam? I mean, Azawak? Yes? Well, then you are really strange. The Azawak is a dog breed new to the Westminster Dog Show. This breed of dog was featured on AKC's Miscellaneous Dog List and has since then struggled to make a name for its breed. Well, here it is now. This dog is intelligent, loyal, and all-around loving. With its long legs and lean body, it is really fast with a high tolerance of heat and endurance. Why are we talking about? Literally no one cares about the Westminster Dog. I'm going to pee myself. I think that's it. If you enjoyed this broadcast, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to hit the bell icon so that you get notified of any upcoming horror movies. Anyway, I'm Sam I Am, and you're watching Disney Channel. That was a joke.
Here's a tease, sis. Hello everybody, I'm Jacob, and this is Top 5 Weird Facts About Animals. It's a short week, so it's only 5. Let's get started. Starting at the top, we have mites on your fights. It's actually mites on your face. There are microscopic mites living in your face. These worm-like creatures are living in your hair follicles, pores, and glands. Number 2. A chicken can live with its head cut off. A chicken can live without a head. In the 1940s, a chicken by the name of Mike the Headless Chicken lived for 18 months. He lived with half a head. His farmer failed to... You get it. There's a kind of small ant that lives in Manhattan. This Manhattan ant can be found at the Broadway medians. The ant looks like a cornfield ant from Europe, but it's not. What is number 4? What is this? Isn't my list. What is it? Elephants can't jump, and it's because AAS says they don't have to. Sperm whales in the Caribbean have an accent? According to researchers in the University of St. Andrews, whales living in the Caribbean have an accent. How? Can someone explain to me?
Hello, I'm Whit Matthews, and this is This Day in History. At 7:12 a.m. on the morning of February 21st, 1916, the first German shot was fired to begin the Battle of Verdun. The Battle of Verdun would stretch for 10 months, becoming the biggest battle of World War I and the longest battle in history. 1916, the entire Western Front from the English Channel to the Swiss border had been engulfed in large-scale trench warfare. These harsh conditions in the trenches, the German Chief of Staff Erich von Falkenhayn conveyed to the German army that the only way to win the war lay not with confronting Russia in the east, but instead with defeating the French in a major battle on the Western Front. In December of 1915, Falkenhayn convinced the Kaiser, over the objections of many other notable military leaders, such as Paul von Hindenburg, that in a combination of unrestricted submarine warfare at sea, a major French loss in battle would push the British, whom Falkenhayn saw as the most potent of the Allies, out of the war. Until the Battle of Stalingrad, this will remain the biggest battle in human history. Thank you again. I'm Whit Matthews, and this was This Day in History.